Welcome back to another exciting journey into the world of coins. Today, let's take a closer look at the Canada 1-cent coin minted from 1992 to 2002. Though small in size, these coins carry immense historical and cultural significance, reflecting Canada's rich heritage and national pride. They may no longer circulate, but their value to collectors and their role in Canadian history remain undiminished. Starting with the obverse, you'll find the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pettery Hunt. This version of the Queen's effigy was introduced in 1990 and continued to grace Canadian coins until 2003. The Queen is depicted wearing a modest crown and necklace, facing right in a dignified profile. Surrounding her portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II and D.G. Regina, short for De Gratia Regina, which translates to By the Grace of God, Queen. This design reflects both the continuity of the monarchy and Canada's deep ties to its constitutional roots. On the reverse, you'll see the iconic maple leaf twig, a symbol that resonates with Canadians and represents the country's natural beauty. This timeless design, created by G.E. Kruger Gray in 1937, features two maple leaves attached to a twig, rendered with fine detail that captures the essence of the leaves' texture and shape. Below the twig, the coin's denomination, 1 cent, and the year of minting are boldly inscribed. Above the leaves, the word Canada is displayed prominently, emphasizing the coin's origin and national pride. These coins were struck in bronze until 1996, after which they transitioned to a zinc core with copper plating to reduce production costs. They weigh 2.35 grams and have a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, making them lightweight and easy to handle. The coin's edge is smooth, adding to its clean and simple aesthetic. The 1992 to 2002 Canada 1-cent coins represent a transitional period in Canadian coinage. During these years, significant advancements in minting technology allowed for greater precision and efficiency in coin production. While these coins were widely circulated, their availability in pristine, uncirculated condition is what makes them particularly desirable to collectors. Now let's talk about market value and collectability. In circulated condition, these coins hold minimal monetary value, typically equivalent to their original denomination. However, coins in mint state or those with unique errors, such as misstrikes, off-center designs, or die cracks, can fetch significantly higher prices. A flawless uncirculated 1-cent coin from this period can be worth $10,000 to $50,000 US, while rare error coins may command prices upwards of $20,000 to $50,000 US, depending on their rarity and condition. For collectors, this era of Canadian pennies holds a special charm. The coins not only capture the elegance of traditional designs, but also mark the final decade before Canada ceased 1-cent coin production altogether in 2005-2012. As such, they represent a nostalgic piece of Canadian numismatic history and a reminder of simpler times when pennies were still part of daily transactions. Whether you're drawn to their symbolic design, the historical significance of the period, or the thrill of finding rare examples, the 1992 to 2002 Canada 1-cent coins are a worthwhile addition to any collection. These tiny tokens tell a larger story of a nation's identity, its evolving coinage, and its enduring love for the maple leaf as a symbol of unity and pride. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Canada 1-cent coins minted between 1992 and 2002. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at these remarkable coins, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Next up, the Canada 1-cent coin minted in 1985, a piece that exemplifies the timeless design and historical continuity of Canadian coinage. While it may seem like an ordinary penny to some, for collectors and history buffs, this coin represents an era of craftsmanship and cultural pride. Let's start with the obverse, featuring the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This design, introduced in 1965, shows the Queen in a youthful, elegant profile, wearing a tiara. Surrounding her effigy, you'll find the inscription Elizabeth II and D.G. Regina, which translates to, "By the grace of God, Queen." This depiction of the Queen reflects not only her role as Canada's head of state, but also the enduring ties between Canada and the British monarchy. Turning to the reverse, we see the classic maple leaf twig design, a symbol that has graced Canadian pennies since 1937. Created by G.E. Kruger Gray, this design showcases two detailed maple leaves attached to a single twig. Beneath the design is the denomination, 1 cent, and the year 1985, while the word Canada is boldly displayed above. The maple leaf, a symbol of Canada's natural beauty and national identity, makes this coin instantly recognizable and beloved by collectors worldwide. The coin was minted in bronze, consisting of 98% copper, 1.75% zinc, and 0.25% tin, giving it a rich, reddish-brown hue. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters with a smooth edge. These specifications were standard for Canadian pennies of the era and contribute to their enduring appeal. Now let's talk about rarity and collectability. The Royal Canadian Mint produced millions of 1 cent coins in 1985, making them relatively common in circulation. However, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. Coins in circulated condition are typically worth only their face value, but if you're lucky enough to find a mint state example, one that has been carefully preserved and remains unblemished, it could fetch between 50 cents and $5 USD depending on its grade. Additionally, collectors seek out error coins, such as those with die cracks, doubling, or off-center strikes, which can significantly increase the coin's value, sometimes reaching $20 or more. The 1985 Canada 1 cent coin holds special significance for collectors as part of the series that led up to the end of the copper penny era in Canada. With the transition to a steel core in the late 1990s and the eventual discontinuation of the 1 cent coin in 2012, these bronze pennies represent a bygone era of Canadian coinage. They're not just coins. They're pieces of history that reflect Canada's identity and evolution as a nation. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, the 1985 Canada 1 cent coin is a beautiful and affordable addition to any collection. Its elegant design, historical significance, and ties to Canadian heritage make it a coin worth appreciating. Next up, the Canada 1 cent coin from 1987. A tiny but iconic piece of Canadian history that continues to capture the hearts of numismatists around the globe. While it might seem like just another penny, this coin holds a wealth of design, craftsmanship, and historical significance. On the obverse of the 1987 Canada 1 cent coin, we find the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by British artist Arnold Machine. This depiction of the Queen, introduced in 1965, presents her in a regal profile adorned with a tiara. Around her likeness are the inscriptions Elizabeth II and D.G. Regina, which translates to, "By the grace of God, Queen." This design captures the enduring relationship between Canada and the monarchy, while also embodying the stability and continuity of Canadian coinage over the decades. On the reverse, we see the timeless maple leaf twig design by G.E. Kruger Gray, a staple of Canadian pennies since 1937. This reverse features two finely detailed maple leaves attached to a single stem, symbolizing Canada's natural beauty and national pride. The word Canada arches above the design, while the denomination 1 cent and the year 1987 appear below. The maple leaf has long been a national emblem, making this design an instantly recognizable and cherished part of Canadian currency. The 1987 Canada 1-cent coin was struck in bronze, composed of 98% copper, 1.75% zinc, and 0.25% tin. It weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and features a smooth edge. These specifications were standard for Canadian pennies of this period, contributing to their consistency and reliability in daily transactions. In terms of mintage, the Royal Canadian Mint produced an impressive 761,435,000 1-cent coins in 1987, making it a common coin in circulation. However, its value as a collectible depends greatly on its condition. Circulated examples are generally worth only their face value, but uncirculated coins in mint state MS condition can fetch higher prices, typically ranging from 0.5 to 5 USD. Rare error coins, such as those with doubling die cracks or off-center strikes, are highly sought after and can command values of 10 to 50 US dollars or more, depending on the rarity and type of error. The 1987 Canada 1-cent coin represents a significant chapter in Canadian coinage history. As part of the series that ran up to the discontinuation of the 1-cent coin in 2012, it symbolizes an era when the humble penny played a crucial role in everyday transactions. Today, these coins serve as nostalgic reminders of Canada's monetary past and are treasured by collectors for their design and historical importance. Whether you're a dedicated numismatist or someone who simply appreciates history, the 1987 Canada 1-cent coin is a fascinating and affordable piece to add to your collection. Its enduring design, historical context, and ties to Canadian heritage make it much more than just a piece of copper. It's a tiny work of art and a slice of history. Next up, the Canada 1-cent coin from 1981, a small yet iconic piece of Canadian history that's beloved by collectors and history enthusiasts alike. While pennies are often overlooked in daily transactions, the 1981 Canada 1-cent coin has much to offer in terms of design, craftsmanship, and historical significance. Starting with the obverse, the coin features the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design created by British artist Arnold Machin. This iconic depiction of the Queen, introduced in 1965, shows her in a dignified profile wearing a tiara. Surrounding her portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II and D.G. Regina, meaning by the grace of God, Queen. This design reflects Canada's enduring connection to the British monarchy and adds a touch of elegance to the coin's overall appearance. On the reverse, we find the timeless maple leaf twig design by G.E. Kruger Gray, a staple of Canadian pennies since 1937. This side of the coin showcases two intricately detailed maple leaves attached to a single stem, symbolizing Canada's natural beauty and national pride. Above the design, you'll see the word Canada, while the denomination 1 cent and the year 1981 are displayed below. The maple leaf, a national emblem of Canada, makes this design instantly recognizable and beloved by Canadians and collectors worldwide. The 1981 Canada 1-cent coin was struck in bronze, with a composition of 98% copper, 1.75% zinc, and 0.25% tin. It weighs 2.5 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge. These specifications were standard for Canadian pennies of this era, making them durable and consistent for everyday use. In terms of mintage, the Royal Canadian Mint produced an astounding 1,183,402,000 1-cent coins in 1981. With such a high production number, these coins were widely circulated and are common in most collections. However, the coin's value can vary significantly based on its condition. Circulated examples are typically worth their face value, while uncirculated coins in mint state MS condition can fetch prices ranging from 50 cents to $10 USD. Collectors particularly value coins graded MS 65 or higher for their flawless surfaces and sharp details. Additionally, rare error coins from this year, such as those with doubling die cracks or off-center strikes, are highly sought after and can sell for significantly more, sometimes exceeding $50. The 1981 Canada 1-cent coin is more than just a piece of currency, it's a snapshot of Canadian history and craftsmanship. As part of the series that preceded the discontinuation of the 1-cent coin in 2012, it represents an era when the humble penny played an essential role in Canadian commerce. Today, these coins serve as cherished collectibles, offering a glimpse into the artistry and history of Canada's coinage. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1981 Canada 1-cent coin is a beautiful and affordable addition to any collection. Its timeless design, historical significance, and ties to Canadian heritage make it much more than just a penny. It's a piece of art and a testament to the country's rich numismatic tradition. The 1979 Canada 1-cent coin, a humble yet historically significant piece of Canadian numismatics. While pennies might seem ordinary to most, collectors know that each coin has a unique story to tell, and the 1979 1-cent coin is no exception. Let's start with the obverse, where we find the familiar and regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned British artist Arnold Machine. This effigy, introduced in 1965, depicts the Queen in a youthful profile adorned with a tiara, exuding elegance and dignity. Encircling her portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II and D.G. Regina, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen. This design has become a timeless representation of Canada's enduring ties to the British monarchy. On the reverse, we see the iconic maple leaf twig design by G.E. Kruger Gray, which has graced Canadian pennies since 1937. The reverse features two detailed maple leaves attached to a single stem, symbolizing Canada's natural beauty and national identity. Above the design, you'll find the word Canada, and below, the denomination 1 cent and the year 1979. The intricate details of the maple leaves make this design a favorite among collectors, as it captures the essence of Canada's rich heritage. The 1979 Canada 1-cent coin was struck in bronze, with a composition of 98% copper, 1.75% zinc, and 0.25% tin. It weighs 2.5 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge. These specifications were standard for Canadian pennies at the time, ensuring their durability for circulation. When it comes to mintage, the Royal Canadian Mint produced approximately 719,925,000 1-cent coins in 1979. With such a high mintage, these coins were widely circulated across Canada and are relatively common today. However, their value to collectors depends heavily on their condition. Circulated examples are typically worth their face value, but uncirculated coins in mint state MS condition can command higher prices. Coins graded MS 65 or higher, with pristine surfaces and sharp details, can sell for 50 cents to $5 USD, depending on their quality. What makes the 1979 Canada 1-cent coin even more intriguing is the potential for error coins. Errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubling are rare and highly sought after by collectors, often fetching significantly higher prices at auctions. If you happen to find an error coin in your collection, it could be worth anywhere from $20 to $100 US or even more, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. Although pennies like the 1979 Canada 1-cent are no longer in circulation, after the Canadian penny was discontinued in 2012, they remain a cherished part of Canadian history and a staple in many coin collections. This coin represents a snapshot of life in Canada during the late 20th century, reflecting the artistry and craftsmanship of the Royal Canadian Mint. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey into coin collecting, the 1979 Canada 1-cent coin is a valuable and affordable addition to any collection. Its timeless design, historical significance, and ties to Canada's heritage make it much more than just a piece of copper. It's a symbol of a bygone era and a reminder of the stories coins can tell. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of Canadian coins. If you enjoyed exploring the 1979 Canada 1-cent coin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into coins from around the world. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next discovery be a treasure.